All right, dun, 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 dun. Now we're getting to the hard stuff, right? Okay, accelerates from rest to a downward velocity of 9.56 in 6.5 meters. If you're paying attention, we've got 1, 2, 3 kinematic things, right? So we're going to do this first. We got to do this first, and then we're going to do F equals ma, right? Okay, so let's see. It's from rest, so the initial velocity is 0, downward velocity of 9.56, so negative 9.56 because it's downward, right? And a distance of 6.5 meters, so x is negative 6.50. Now, think about this. It's starting at rest and it starts to go down. The acceleration here has got to be negative something. It has to be negative. Okay, now the math should show that. So let's do that. Okay, so what do we want to do? So we use no t. So vf squared is vi squared plus 2ax. So we've got negative 9.56. The quantity squared is 0 squared plus 2 times a, which we don't know, times negative 6.5. All right, here we go. Okay, the next step is, oh, I think I just do this. Okay, so I'm going to go 9.56 squared. Don't actually put the minus sign in there. If you do, put it in parentheses. Okay, and then I'm going to divide by 2 and divide by negative 6.5. And I get negative 7.0302769, etc. And that's meters per second squared, right? And now we're set. Now we can do the giant gerbil, as if we're given that acceleration. So 1.3, it's accelerating down, so there's a force up, there's a force down, right? This is 1.3 times 9.8, so it's 12.74. And then this is some unknown force, right, or some unknown tension. And then we go force minus 12.74 equals 1.3 times negative 7.0302769. You don't know how many digits you need to keep track. Notice that we start from rest and we go down, right? So this is down. If in all this math you end up with a positive number for that acceleration, be sure to slap a minus sign on here once you get to the end there. Okay, so I'm going to go that 7 whatever times 1.3. Then I'm going to add 0.74. And I'm getting 3.60064 newtons is my force. Alrighty. So in these problems, basically, if you have 3 kinematic quantities, you've got to do this first, especially if you aren't given the acceleration, right, or you aren't given the force on the cable. You really can't do this first. You got to do this first.